Let's move on now to the second use case, and here we'll see how well it works, not just turning ideas into applications, but also taking into account a very broad context about something we want to transform. To make this more concrete, I have here an introductory PDF on accounting and finance. The problem is that if we scroll down, we'll find a ton of material, both theoretical and practical, questions, examples, and things that would really be very difficult to go through in detail, since we're talking about a document that's over 200 pages long. So I thought, why not turn this huge document into my own mini virtual campus that lets me learn all the concepts in a gamified way? Well, to do that, it would be as simple as going to a Qwen chat, clicking on the plus sign, uploading the PDF document from here, the very one I just showed you. And now I'm going to give it a detailed prompt with everything I want in my application, like having it add the different modules, making sure each one has assessments, gamification with achievements, and interactive games to learn the information, also including a glossary with all the most important terms, and ultimately giving it a modern yet simple design and usability. And from here again, if I now click on the plus sign and select the artifact functionality, when I click send, just a few minutes later, it had already generated all the code you see here, which is actually more than 1300 lines of code, and on the right we have the results. So I'm going to enlarge it so we can see it better. Up here it already shows us that it has created a mini accounting campus for us to learn accounting in an interactive and fun way. Here from the home section it welcomes me and tells me what our progress is, which for now is at 0%, and it shows us here what would be 4 badges. So now, if I click on module number 1, I can see that it gives me a brief summary of all the information that was there. A glossary also appears with the keywords to keep in mind for that module, such as income, and if I click on it, the information would appear here, just like with expenses, profits, and the rest. Here there could be a practical example, a diagram of what an income statement would look like, and at the end there would be a self-assessment section. And from here, for example, if I select B and click verify, it would tell me that it's correct. In this second one, if I make a mistake and click verify, it would tell me that it's incorrect and show me which answer I should have selected. And here, if I select another option and verify, it would keep correcting me again. After doing this, I would be finished. And now, if I go back to the home section, I can see that it shows me 67% progress, and all the information we've seen in module 1 changes in each of these topics. For example, in module 2, I can see that the glossary is already different, the examples as well, and I even get diagrams of the cash cycle, again with other questions. And as I progress through the modules, the truth is that they follow different structures, such as a diagram of what a balance sheet would look like. In module 4, I get another type of information, just like in each of the following sections, which, honestly, it has done for all of them. I also see here a glossary section, and it appears organized alphabetically so I can easily view all that information. Also, I'll be able to click on all of this to view it. There's also a timeline with key dates, games, and challenges. Here I also have different types of games. And finally, I can see my progress, such as the percentage of correct answers, which is 67%, since out of the 3 questions we did earlier, 2 were correct and 1 was incorrect. And yes, with this, it's incredible what we've achieved with just a simple prompt and a lengthy PDF that probably would have been forgotten. Now with Qwen, we can give it the document, specify how we want to transform it, and also any iteration we want to make, we can do without limits. Also, keep the following in mind. If we go back to our chat at the top right, we'll find a section to expand. And if we click on it, keep in mind that this application we're currently viewing privately could be deployed by clicking there. And that way it would generate a public URL so that anyone, whether a coworker or a friend, can use it, since we've uploaded it to the internet. So in fact, I'll also leave this URL for you below in the description so you can see the result for yourself. What we've just seen could even be monetized.